chicken, and I will be cooking it with prawns. So now Vula is going to add the pasta in some salty boiling water.
Today I'm using the Mantovani egg pasta, but you could use whatever pasta you like.
I'm going to start by putting some olive oil in my pan. Next I'm going to cut up one baby shallot. Not too fine, just in little squares. And I'm going to throw that in my olive oil. 3 cloves of garlic. Ooh, maybe 4. I like lots of garlic as well. What I normally do, I just crush my garlic and then peel it. It's easier to peel that way. Again, chop it up, not too fine. Just enough. Nice and chunky. Make sure that you're using a nice sharp knife, but one you're used to using, so you don't cut your fingers. I'm going to use a silicone spatula. I love this spatula from Tupperware to stir my garlic and shallot. I can just see it sizzling, and I love the smell of olive oil cooking. Next, I'm going to put a couple of chilies. Now, I keep my chilies in the fridge only because I can't use them all at once, and make sure that you use them straight out of the freezer. Do not thaw them out first. Yeah. I just put them in a little Ziploc bag and they stay like the day I picked them up from the fruit shop. You can chop them frozen, very easy to chop frozen. Bigger pieces first. Oh my God, Vula, smell that oil of oil. It smells so good. If you don't like chili, you don't have to put it in. For colour, you can put some red capsicum or some cherry tomatoes, whatever you like, but I love chili. Or if you don't want it too hot, just put 1 instead of 2.
You know, or if you're feeding little ones, you know, children, you just substitute it for...
Yeah, maybe some little cherry tomatoes. Again, can you smell that? And now it's starting to sizzle. You don't want to burn your garlic and baby shallot. I'm also going to add a little bit of butter. It does taste a lot better with butter. You don't have to put it in, but it does taste a lot better with butter. Now I'm going to let that cook for a little bit. And I've got some prawns here, which I've already peeled. I like to cook them whole. So now I'm going to put my prawns in. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit as well because when you put something cold into the pan, it turns the heat right down, and we don't want the prawns to boil. We want them to start sizzling. I like to use a block of parmesan. I don't like to use already grated parmesan. So what I do is I cut it up.
Pasta's ready.
Oh, perfect. And I put it in my NutriBullet. It'll be a bit noisy, but it's a quick and easy process of... Oh my God, that smells so good.
It does. It really, really does.
I want to eat it now. Oh my God, it just smells amazing. And there you go. Grated parmesan in a couple of seconds. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in with the prawns. That way.
Amazing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's so quick and easy because this is it.
Will that bring the pasta?
Yes, please, Vula. Can you please bring the pasta? Oh, nice. That is so nice. I'm not going to strain it. because the heat. Thank you.
Okay.
The heat will soak up. Oh, that smells so good.
That looks really good.
And just grab my pasta and my prawns.
Looks lovely.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this is quick and easy dish after work. More parmesan. And some parsley. Just for decoration. Sometimes I will actually put my parsley in with the parmesan in the NutriBullet and then sprinkle it on top if I'm in a hurry, or if I don't have visitors, if it's just for my family and I will just grate the parmesan and the parsley together. But sometimes people don't like parmesan, or they don't like parsley, so I keep them separate. So there you have it. Quick and easy recipe, prawn and pasta.
I'm going to actually be using some cherry tomatoes and some garlic as my base. I use garlic a lot, as Tambika does. So I'm going to get on with chopping my cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to start off with my olive oil. I also love using olive oil to cook with.
And it smells so good, and it's fine on low heat.
Yes.
Now all the produce is from Earth Markets. Everything that we're using today, apart from the chicken and the prawns, which come from our local butcher and seafood, is from Earth Markets.
Now you can of course use white meat, any white meat with this dish. You can use chicken, you can use prawn, you can use fish. Wouldn't use red meat, it wouldn't really go. So I'm going to actually now throw,
But even turkey.
yes, any white
Yes.
meat. Now it's not quite hot, but I don't mind that because it'll start cooking. You know, steaming a little bit.
Yeah.
And I like that for the tomatoes. By the time I finish, you know, with the garlic, it'll be hot enough for the garlic as well.
So Vula, are you using the chicken breast or the thigh?
No, I am using the chicken breast and it's been diced, but thigh is also good. It's actually, you know, a little bit more thigh because of it's got a higher fat content, so it's a bit more tender. If you wanted to make this into a vegetarian version,
yes.
you could just leave the meat out or replace it with tofu.
Put some spinach? You think,
Put some
you think
spinach in
spinach?
there. Yeah, as long as your basis of cherry tomato, garlic, olive oil, and the pasta's there, you could really do anything with it. So just chopping mine, not too fine, but just,
Oh, that smells so good.
and it's just all on tomato.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm happy to just have a piece of toasted sourdough with cherry tomatoes, olive oil and salt. And it tastes really
Simple.
good. Yeah.
Now you can hear that sizzling, so I'm just going to throw my garlic into there.
Would you like a silicone spatula?
Yes, please. So I'm just going to give that a little. Okay.
Oh, the tomatoes look nice and shiny too, that oil.
Yes. And that's what I mean. It just gives it a bit of colour, a little bit of texture.
They look healthy, you know, fresh.
I like to actually, you know, get this cooking almost to the boiling point, because what you'll find is that the juice from the tomato will then start oozing out and mix with the olive oil and mix with the garlic, and you get that combination of flavour. You can actually see the oil thickening up,
Yes, from the juice.
From the juice, and I really like that because once we then add our chicken and our pasta, you get that lovely texture, you know, throughout the whole dish.
And I find too, the juice stops the garlic from drying up and overcooking. It keeps it nice and soft, but not brown and hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it looks good. It looks really good.
Time to throw in the chicken. At this point, I'm going to add some salt and pepper.
Wow. That smells amazing.
You can't really go wrong
No.
with garlic
No.
and olive oil, can you?
Well, garlic, chili, onion, and olive oil, they're always in my house.
Alrighty.
Oh, it looks perfect. Are you ready?
Yes, we can start adding the pasta into it now.
A little bit more.
Yes. Like so.
And I don't know whether you've noticed, but we haven't strained the pasta. You don't need to strain it. We take it straight out of the pot into the pan. The pan's hot enough to absorb the juices.
I actually like to use a little bit of basil now that I'm using some of Sambica's homegrown basil. Now that we've turned the pasta off, I actually like to stir some basil through it
Yum.
in the pan for the color, for the flavor. No need to be fussy either. Just
It's so good growing herbs at home. You can just use as much or as little as you like, and you don't waste. You don't waste the herbs if you have to buy a big bunch. But in saying that, I have frozen basil as well in the past, and it's actually really good.
so. Chicken, parmesan, chicken pasta with cherry tomato and garlic.